Khachar Bhitor Ochin Pakhi is the original meaning from unknown bird inside the cage, announced political thriller Bangladeshi movie, a dark gloomy room with just thin strings of light peeping through rusty, almost dust-blocked window panes and an unconscious girl lying helplessly on a rugged muddy floor. This is how Raihan Rafi's debut full-length web film opens up to the audience on Chorki. Starring National Award-winning actors Fazla Rahman Babu and Toma Mirza, the Chorki original production revolves around themes like politics, terrorism, struggle to survive, betrayal and revenge. The poster and the trailer of the film created a buzz among cine lovers as soon as the teaser, followed by the poster and trailer, appeared on social media. The Facebook walls of the cast and crew soon started brimming with praises after its release on October 21st. I believe the audience initially expected to be a survival thriller, but these expectations. However, I am happy that we successfully ended up pleasantly surprising them rather than disappointing them, shares director Raihan Rafi. A straight-panned camera, slowly dropping, capturing first a dim, foggy, broken factory, then a board that reads "No entry without permission," slowly making way to Fazla Rahman Babu and Toma Mirza peeping out of old barren iron barrels. This teaser shot first managed to excite the audience, leading them to feel the same thrill and anxiety that the chained characters were experiencing. Upon release, the cinematographer Sheikh Rajabul Islam's work is being widely appreciated by the spectators. The story needed a gloomy and slow yet exciting and thrilling ambience, and we felt that the single-take shots only added more sincerity to the projection of struggle by the characters, he shares. Suman Anwar's spontaneity, while masterfully depicting an untrustworthy leader, also manages to leave a mark alongside Fazla Rahman Babu's naturally portrayed intensity and Toma Mirza's anxiety. With Nazir Uddin Khan's subtle yet natural comic timing, the audience also gets the scope to laugh a little amongst the gruesome political plot. The biggest success for me as a filmmaker is when my spectators advertise my work, and this is what I got to experience after this project started streaming, shares Raihan Rafi. Overall, Khachar Bhitor Ochin Pakhi looks to recreate a sense of belonging for its audience, as the viewers are no strangers to the contemporary themes and the political crux the production looks to showcase, which makes it a worthwhile watch for this season indeed. Khachar Bhitor Ochin Pakhi, a story true to its name, Raihan Rafi fruitfully connected us with the pain of the characters. Bringing out the best from the actors, he made the film appear close to reality. How long can you survive in a locked cage? 2 days? 5 days? Maybe 10 at most. Raihan Rafi's latest film, Chorki original, Khachar Bhitor Ochin Pakhi puts the two main characters in a test of endurance. Raihan Rafi has given us some serious thrillers in the past and, with a lot of hope, he created Khachar Bhitor Ochin Pakhi as well, as he said before the release of the film. Let us find out if the film lives up to the standards he has set. Spoiler alert! The story follows a small-town girl, Pakhi, Toma Mirza, coming to the capital in search of work. She comes to an about-to-be-closed factory but gets trapped after passing out in the washroom. When she wakes up, the factory is already locked and no matter how hard she tries, she cannot find the exit. After a while, Pakhi comes across Firoz Khan, Fazlur Rahman Babu chained in the basement of the factory. He used to be an influential politician who has been missing for 4 years. Moving forward, you will see the struggle of the two strangers, trapped in a factory, both trying to escape the cage. And soon enough, the characters start trusting each other, trying to find a way out. The goons who kidnapped Firoz come to visit once in a while and try to make him take the blame for something. But it is unclear what they are talking about. Pakhi, in hiding, observes the harsh behavior of the goons towards Firoz, which makes her more affectionate towards the politician. From that point, the story takes a major turn. The director structured the plot very beautifully with an ending to the film that will leave you awestruck. Apart from the story, the cinematography, by Sheikh Rajabul Islam, is one of the most impressive aspects of the film. It is difficult to shoot 90% of a film indoors and yet create an amazing impact with the cinematography. Rajabul Islam did exactly that. The large factory helped to a great extent in creating that maze effect of feeling lost. This helps the audience connect with the characters and with their frustrations. The long pan shots were amazing, although the extreme use of tilt up and down shot made it a little dull. Also, the art director's work seemed very interesting throughout the movie. The entire film was structured based on two main characters played by Toma Mirza and Fazlur Rahman Babu. We are all familiar with the capabilities of Fazlur Rahman Babu and he lived up to our expectations without a doubt. Toma Mirza, on the other hand, gave an outstanding performance throughout the film. Even though she seemed a little rusty in the beginning, with a slight hint of overacting at times, she developed greatly in the latter half of the film. Besides them, Suman Ainowar gave a remarkable performance in the limited time he had on screen. Intekab Dinar's performance is also worth mentioning. Lastly, Raihan Rafi's direction has been phenomenal. From watching the film, it can be said that he has given a lot of thought to the direction, especially showing the struggle of the characters finding themselves in the locked cage. Raihan Rafi fruitfully connected us with the pain of the characters. Bringing out the best from the actors, he made the film appear close to reality. Khachar Bhitor Ochin Pakhi is a modern-day crime thriller and it is without a doubt worth watching. For the past several years we have been seeing a new story in the press: a businessman or a political leader has gone missing. By no means can he be found. The main story of this film is about this disappearance. In the beginning, you will see a woman named Pakhi appearing in a factory for a job interview. For some reason, he goes there after being trapped. The whole factory is closed, there are no people. While Pakhi is desperately looking for a way out, he discovers a man named Firoz Khan, who has been chained. This is the main story of the prisoner's life, why he was kept here, etc. A whole new kind of story. Great camera work, mature acting, excellent lighting, matching background music, perfect editing, all in all, perfect entertainment. However, the picture is serious. In the middle, it may seem oops, I can't take so much trouble anymore. Then continue to watch patiently. Patience will bear fruit. Turn around and come back to the art of sound. Manchagiri also had a problem with the soundtrack. Good picture, of course. There is something here too. I can hear the characters breathing, but the sound of his walking is not sudden. Surely the sound of sandals is louder than the sound of breathing. Overall, the soundtrack has worked well, but the sudden disappearance of the sound has hampered my ability to get lost in the world of cinema. The music and the soundtrack, these two things are just as important as everything else until we understand that we are lagging. Another thing that could have been a little better is the end of the story. You will see that there was a normal last moment in the story. The surprise would have been 100% awesome if it had ended up there or somewhere near it. But the creator of that moment has lengthened the story by explaining it beautifully. That's why the last part of the film was not as smart as it could have been. I think the creator has made a little wrong plan or misrepresentation in this place. But it is a completely subjective matter.